Hello lovely people, it's your midsole man EDDBUD here, back with a dose of the running news for you, checking out a new colourway of a soon to be released shoe from Nike, the Vomero Premium. Also, Nike are bringing back their famous running shoe from the early 70s, the Moon shoe. An interesting collab between TDK and ASICS to take a look at, and I'm going to give you my hot takes on the best running shoes of 2025, so say run repeat. Lots to get through, so let's get to it. Thanks for joining me on the channel, always appreciated. If you're yet to do so, please hit that subscribe button, it really helps out. Straight into the first news story, a real banger of a colourway here. I always like to show you those superb colourways when they drop, and I mean this one really hits hard. It's the Vomero Premium in this black and green version. It's lush. Green hits on the upper, that black material and midsole, and the bright green air units. Wow. Now I might grab the Premium when it releases on October 2nd, but this colourway is by far one of the better ones that I've seen. Ideal for winter. It's going to look so much better than the white and orange version they're releasing initially, even usable for some casual stuff without too much worry of muck and grit. No idea when this one's going to release, it's just an early look so far, but it's kind of changed my mind on whether I should pick the shoe up early, and let's face it, the freebie reviews are already out there, so it's not going to be one of those mega crushing view videos. Should I just wait and get these when they release instead? Let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Nike are launching a collaboration to bring back their Moon shoe from the early 70s. There's several different colorways coming out with that nylon upper, waffle sole design, and that really early 70s aesthetic that people really seem to dig right now. This, of course, by today's standards is very much a fashion lifestyle shoe, not a performance running option. Though when you consider the heritage that Nike have, and certainly this shoe is part of that, I think it's hard to not have a little bit of interest in this one. There's some suede panels here, the oversized Nike logos, and it even includes a special box and dust bag as well. Certainly a bit of a collector's piece, perhaps if you're a big Nike fan. Though there's one little bit of me that just wish they'd kept it a little bit closer to the original shoe rather than have the designer logos on there. I think I'd preferred a Bill Bowerman version of the shoe just as it was, the original, but it is what it is. This one launches very soon on the Sneakers app for around 165 Earth credits. TDK and ASICS are collaborating as well. They're going to gather more on runners using this strange ankle-mounted device. It looks a little bit like some of the things that people wear around here who've been a bit naughty. It appears that sensors will be used to monitor loads of different ways that runners hit the floor, in terms of cadence, stability, and it's a remote way of gaining motion-related data out in the real world. By the looks of the collaboration though, it doesn't appear to be starting until 2027, so it's a long way off yet, but it's going to enable ASICS to build new products and services to help support runners in the best possible way. Intriguing stuff. You know, data is the lifeblood of running related design right now. Without it, you're just kind of scratching around in the dark. I mean, you could do a survey with a questionnaire, couldn't you? You could ask people that come into your store, you know, what do you want from your running shoe? But look how Strava have collected all that data over the years in terms of training and racing. There's loads there to harvest. Couple that and also with the AI training facilities that they've got built into Strava now. Yeah, it's an intriguing pairing, I think. It can offer attractive services to those who don't want to shell out for real people, I suppose. I mean, who wants to do that? You know, actually have real talks with a coach, build up those human connections that last like a lifetime. You know, they appear at your door when you're moving house or something without even asking. Remember kids, AI is great until it's not. Great people are always going to be there for you. Right, I've got some of my hot takes now on RUNREPEATS best of 2025 running shoes. Here we go. So, hot takes, best overall running shoe is the ASICS Nova Blast 5. I can see why that's there, you know, it's a good price point, reasonable versatility, decent fit. Outsole was improved over the V3 and V4 as well, so I can see why they've got that one there. Best daily trainer, Pegasus 41. It's okay, I don't think it's the best. There's other stuff out there that around about the same price point. The weird thing is here that they say it's got poor grip and it's not as good as the Pegasus 40 in cold temps, yet they say that the new foam is apparently better than last year, so it's a bit of a contradiction there, so don't really agree on that one. Not the best daily. I think the Velocity Nitro 4 is probably a better bet. Best stability shoe is the Kayano 32 from ASICS. Yeah, it's bulky and dense, but it's certainly consistent underfoot. Certainly a good one if you don't need something that's overtly stable. It doesn't really feel that weird as well, perhaps if you don't need those stability elements. It can work either way, so I'll give them that one. Shoe with the best shock absorption was the Neo Vista 2 from Mizuno. It's certainly very cushioned, that shoe, but is it really that much better in terms of being soft and absorbing as the Vomero Plus? I'd argue the shoe's around the same price point and better upper, less weird and inconsistent as the Neo Vista 2 upper. I couldn't deal with that upper knit. It just didn't really fit all that well. It just felt really awkward on top of the foot, so I wouldn't suggest it's the best impact protector out there. There's other more well-rounded shoes for that. Best race shoe, the Vaporfly 4, really, the age of the Fast R3 and like the Adios Pro 4. It's the ultimate racer apparently, although they say it's less ideal for the marathons and lacks the snap of the V1 and 2. So not the ultimate racer then. A long time ago I wrote some reviews in fact for Run Repeat, and they told me to use more normal kind of words, shorter words so that people can understand. I never spoke to them again. Shoe with the best energy return, the Endorphin Elite 2. Yes, I agree on that one, though to heavier runners the foam might be a bit too soft perhaps, not the same sort of bouncy like properties of something like the Prime X3 or the Alphafly 3. I mean, those feature air units that are just a bit more resilient than those ATPU foams. Nimbus 27 has the best traction apparently. Have they ever run in the Puma Grip stuff, like in wet weather? You know, the Nitro 4 or the Mag Max, they toast the outsole on the Nimbus 27, so not too sure where they're getting that from. There's loads of better shoes with better traction there. So some weird choices there. Some I agree with, some I do not. I'm not entirely sure how they generate these lists, and some of the reasoning, like the advantages and disadvantages, sometimes just kind of contradict each other. Very odd. Okay, that's all the running news for this week. If I've missed any cool stories, let me know on the email down in the description of the video. Got a real banger musical interlude for you. Miles Kane's put another track out from his forthcoming album, which is called Sunlight in the Shadows. I think it's out very soon, in fact. Go and check out the track Without You. It's got this awesome vibe about it, a real groove, kind of sounds somewhere in the middle of like a Rolling Stones track. There's an Errol Brown vibe about it as well, a sort of hot chocolate style. Really cool like guitar section in there with a bit of fuzz and some cowbell as well. It's a great track. You can imagine like people listening to this driving along on a Friday afternoon after they finish work with not a care in their mind, you know, no worries on their shoulders. Go and check it out. Fantastic tune called Without You by Miles Kane. Thanks for tuning in, people. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because lots of you haven't. I mean, what are you doing? You're just denying yourself the sheer ecstasy of watching EDDBUD videos on a regular basis. Give this video a thumbs up, like, and drop us a comment for the algorithm. My name's EDDBUD, and I'll be seeing you